Hi, I'm Abi. Welcome to Mind Playbook. Today we're exploring one of the biggest technological races in human history.
Tech companies are constructing massive, city-sized data centers right now to house new artificial intelligence. Billions of dollars are flowing into these physical factories, concentrating enough raw power to process information at a global scale. These corporations are deploying capital with a specific target: artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Unlike the narrow tools on a smartphone that recommend a video or filter a photo, AGI is designed to equal human intelligence across every possible domain. This sprint represents a deliberate attempt to engineer a superhuman mind, aiming to build a system that can process and solve problems beyond human cognitive limits. For decades, machine intelligence was rigid. Computers could only perform specific tasks by following strict rules written by human programmers. This was the historical peak of that era, IBM's Deep Blue, a system built to conquer chess through sheer programmed calculation. The transition away from hard-coded rules arrived with neural networks, punctuating by Google DeepMind's AlphaGo defeating Lee Sedol. By studying millions of past matches, the algorithm learned to strategize, executing creative moves that no human programmer had ever taught it. Researchers realized that feeding these neural networks the data of the entire internet would rapidly increase their capacity to learn. The machine had stopped acting like a simple calculator, launching the sharp upward trajectory of modern machine learning. Today, the race is led by a small group of corporations that manage the physical infrastructure of this new economy. At the center of this supply chain is NVIDIA, which provides the indispensable physical GPUs required to train these massive models.
The technology itself is incredible, but the consequences could change humanity forever.
These servers require complex liquid cooling systems just to keep the hardware from melting during operation. On top of this hardware sit the architects, research labs like DeepMind and Anthropic, who write the code that runs on these massive systems. Whoever controls this integrated hardware-software pipeline will effectively dictate the foundational infrastructure of the 21st century. While popular media often focuses on physical robots, the reality of advanced intelligence operates within code and server racks. Current generative AI models are largely passive. They sit idle until a human user inputs a text prompt, waiting for a command to produce a response. The next major step is agentic AI, a structure that transitions the machine into an active, independent participant. This flowchart illustrates the architecture of an agent. It perceives data, reasons through the logic of a problem, and executes an autonomous action. Instruct an agent to cure a disease, and it can independently predict protein structures, run lab simulations, and synthesize medicine. The power of these systems lies in their ability to execute complex, real-world workflows without needing human intervention at every step. These capabilities offer significant benefits, ranging from accurate climate modeling to automated medical research. Yet the researchers building them are issuing warnings about automated cyber attacks and a potential loss of human control. If an autonomous agent optimizes its code to achieve a specific goal, it may execute actions that inadvertently harm people. This graph from the Stanford AI Index shows a sharp rise in technological capability, while the curve for human governance remains nearly flat. As machine capability breaches this containment threshold, human oversight struggles to track the internal logic of the systems it created. We are engineering systems that calculate and execute far faster than our biological minds and legal institutions can manage.
But here's where the story becomes truly fascinating. The race has only just begun.
The physical hardware for this infrastructure is already built. The next generation of models is currently training on those servers. Raw data is actively pulsing through these massive cooling matrices right now, continuously driving autonomous systems that simply never sleep. Machine intelligence is transitioning from an experimental tool into a permanent autonomous layer of the global infrastructure. With models currently training at this scale, society must now decide how much autonomy we are willing to hand over.
The future isn't something we wait for. It's something we're building today. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Mind Playbook. I'll see you in the next episode.